Hi crafty friends. You guys, I was at Michael's and I got some new watercolors. So I grabbed out some of the book pages from that craft we did the other day and I just traced it down to, I got a frame from the Dollar Tree to the shape of how that's going to sit in the frame. And then what we're going to do is I cut out a little petal and traced that on to the page the way we wanted it. I know if I tried to freehand this, it would just go wonky pants. So I was like, oh, let's just trace out a petal. So once I got that all done, some of the petals I did kind of like on the page. Some of them were kind of hanging off. I don't even know what kind of flower this is. I just totally made it up. It's just the best way to do it, isn't it? But I'm going to start out with these kind of primary colors. The other palette that I got is almost like an iridescent. I remember it had, I saw on the sign, it had some name. It wasn't iridescent. Pearlescent, maybe? I don't know, but they are super cool. So we're going to start with this one, and we're going to get the whole flower done, and then we will let that dry up really good before we add that second palette to it. So I just kind of went with the red family. Just thought that would be cool because the frame that I got at the Dollar Tree, we're going to actually do kind of like a treatment. A treatment. Like we're getting our hair done. No, I'm kidding. But we're going to do something to the frame. So I thought just kind of staying with the red because the frame is going to be cold and it's going to kind of have multiple layers to it. So I had a really great time watercoloring the other day. So I was like, when I saw these at Michael's, I was like, oh yeah, I'm totally getting those. We're going to be watercoloring like there's no tomorrow. Was thinking about all the other crafts we could do with this as well. But just be careful when you're doing it. I did in one of the areas, I put too much water on my brush. So it took that part of the paper a little bit longer to dry. So I should be dabbing off when I kind of go into the water, but lesson learned. So here's where I'm adding that pearlescent, I think, or iridescent, I think it was pearlescent, into the spots. And then once we get that done, we will let it dry really good. And so while we're letting it dry, this is the frame that I was talking about from the Dollar Tree. So at first I started out with some of the Rub and Buff. This is a plastic frame, so the Rub and Buff didn't stick, but that's okay. I just wanted the base because I'm going to use some of these metal flecks from the Dollar Tree. They're in the Dollar Tree Plus section, and I'm just going to Mod Podge those on. Now definitely wear gloves because it's a hot mess when you're doing it. It's like it's everywhere. Definitely don't have the fan on. Hi, lesson learned there. And then once it is completely dry, you can just use a little brush and just kind of dab it all off and just kind of swipe it and it will all come off. So then I grabbed the flower book page and I'm just using a ballpoint pen and I'm just kind of outlining it-ish. It's not perfectly outlined. I actually went over it twice and I really love how that ended up looking. So once this was completely dry, I'm just kind of dabbing on with my ink pad there just to give it some dimension. Look how stinking cute this is. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I love it. I love it. All right, friends, thanks so much for watching and don't forget to follow the page for more crafts.